Always bear in mind that your resolution to succeed is more important than any other thing. Except studying and all of that. We talked a lot about being successful and being intentional in our class. We talked about minimizing the tyranny of the urgent. Your colleagues, your staff, who would love to have their problems become your problems and interrupt your day when you have an agenda. We developed success factors for our current jobs, our professional futures, and our personal lives. If you achieve half of what you put down on that paper, you'll be just so successful, and the most successful class in history, actually. Together, we traveled through a paradigm. We transitioned from reporting on what we spent to measuring what we accomplished. And along the way, we achieved some financial literacy. Our friend Thomas McLaughlin began our journey with these words: accountability is the precondition to performance, not an end in itself. You have to know the facts. Everything has to be in order before you can actually start performing and measuring. Our performance included becoming regular readers of professional journals, considering budgets as business plans, stories. You can do an entire budget without numbers. We're just talking about numbers. It's the story. How are you going to be successful? Don't talk to me about you get 2% more. I want to tell you, what can I do for you? What do you want to have done? And this is what I can do, and this is what it'll cost. Everybody's listening out there? We made friends with indirect costs. That was kind of fun, you know, a little tricky, but we excelled at cash flow. We had a date with our audits. We did some considering on how to increase the value of our organizations, which took us a little off track, but I think it was a valuable exercise. We discovered BIC, which is Basic Internal Controls. The art of finding out what keeps our executive directors up at night and offering ideas to minimize the risk. If you had this interview with your student, your employee, your manager, then you'll know that that's how we approached trying to figure out how to make our organizations the most successful. I see some heads going up and down, that's good. What keeps us up at night? The goal was to have reasonable assurance of success. And we were successful. There were many excellent internal control plans. You know, I do give out A's, but I hardly ever give out pluses, okay? There is one person here who remembers. I maybe only gave one other A++. Where's Allison? Is she here? Oh, she's right there. She's hiding. She got an A++ once. And I gave out 4 this year, which is just incredible to me, but I couldn't help it. The documents were so great. They talked about unionization, variable billing. This is really exciting stuff, isn't it? Clients living in the streets, lack of increased funding, communication of mission, all just important things. So I would like to share with you the 4 people who received A++s from me, which is still pretty shocking. Carl Baker, where's Carl? Okay, Carl. Amy Cole O'Halloran. Adam Watson. And Lisa Clancy. And then our other project, which is a savings project, I almost didn't do this year because we mostly focused on the state contracts. And many of you came from organizations that had already done that. But given the economy, I decided to put it a little bit differently to you, and you could use your own creative skills and ideas to make savings. And I have to tell you that if your executive director is here, they should know that as a class you saved $737,000 this year. So please, I hope, has anyone implemented any of their ideas? Come on, who has? Yes, I know Tony has, because Tony was the other person who got a plus from me. And he said he saved $53,000. And he said, I said, well, I almost didn't do this project, and blah, blah, blah. He goes, boy, if you had given me a choice, I would have never done this because I really hated this project. But I saved $53,000. And it was, you redid your plans for your vans, is that what it was? And food pantry vans? Okay. So make sure you send those documents to your executive directors. Make sure that you try to implement those things because you did such a good job. So, success is a journey. We can always do better tomorrow. Be intentional about it. My best wishes to you all, future leaders.